Hey there, I am Jeff, and welcome back to another Supermarket Simulator update. And let me tell you, this one was massive. I have my own thoughts and opinions on certain things in the update, and I would love to hear from you down in the comments down below and let me know what you think as well. And here are some of the main talking points we will be going through for this update. Now, before we jump into the main features of the update, there is one thing I wanted to bring up. Before, when you did checkouts in the beginning, you had to do so many by yourself to unlock new cashiers. That is no more. Now when cashiers do checkouts or the customers do them through self-checkouts, that will count towards your total now. So with that being said, I feel like a lot of the stuff in this update really does help out for anyone wanting to get into Supermarket Simulator or is struggling early on. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that we would talk about is the new revamped settings menu. Go to settings, and this is your new UI, and there are tabs up here, so it is separated by gameplay, graphics, and audio. And then down here for gameplay, we have run in the background. This is basically your Windows borderless mode. So you just check mark this and you can tab out of your game, and your game will still run if you have multiple monitors or need to go open up Netflix, Spotify, and don't have to have your game pause and stuff like that. Go over to graphics. You have your FPS limit, graphics quality, field of view, full screen, all that good stuff. Then we have different audio mixers now, so you can change your master volume, music, which I usually put at 30 for videos and streams if you were just curious, and then SFX volume. And I just must say, this is a huge win for the settings menu because of the run in the background, which is something I've been hoping for months, and I'm just so glad it's finally here. Okay, and one of the new things is inventory information. Now, this one I have a little bit mixed feelings about with end game stages versus early game. I feel like it's more useful for early game as of right now, but we go over to our market and it tells us how much we have in the store. Now, that is the one problem if you're late game and like to fill your storage every morning. So it's not very useful to myself right now. But if you look at Chalkpick 0, that's 136 in this little icon right here. Now, that is counting how much I have in my storage. Also, it includes how much you have on your main sale floor as well. So here is a cut because I wanted to show off my early game save. Now, I feel like that inventory information could be very useful for a fresh save. And then this save is mainly because I wanted to experience everything from the very beginning as it was being added into the game. So if we head on over to our computer back over here on an early save where you don't have a storage, we can head on over to the market and we can just scroll on down easy. We don't have a lot of items to scroll through. So let's say, oh, I'm out of water. It says right there, I have 0 in the store. I can just add that to my cart. Oh, I only have 2 pieces of cheese left on these shelves. Might as well order a couple boxes of those. And that would make things so much easier. Now with inventory information, I can see it being improved upon in the future. I would love maybe as a suggestion to see how many boxes I have in my storage alone, because that would be more useful to me because I know how much I keep on the shelves in my storage, or have a separate count for your main storage just to help keep things a little bit more organized. But I can see it being improved upon in the future, and it's nice we're moving in the right direction. Next, we have the pricing control app, and this is something I really enjoy. So I was using a couple mods beforehand on my main save, like run in the background, auto pricer, and I do not have to use those anymore because I like adjusting the prices myself. So in the computer, we have a pricing app right over here. Now with this, you can organize it by product, A to Z, I believe. You can organize it by the previous cost. The last change, which is very useful, so you don't got to scroll through the whole list to see which product recently changed. Their current cost and in the marketplace for the product, the average cost, market price, to see like what am I charging the most for and which one's bringing me the most profit, which in this case I believe it is my dog food bringing in $12.89 in profit. So let's go back to a last change real quick, and on my main save I like to adjust things by 9% market value since I'm already max level, so I can go by 14.26 times 1.09 and I can go ahead and adjust my prices like so. And I just like it because it gives me something to do and makes me feel like I have more control over that. Now I can see this being incorporated in the future with maybe inventory information. Like on this screen, it would be nice to have a little inventory icon to show how much you have in the storage maybe. And then you can click on one of these and organize it by like the fewest products versus the most products in your store. And I feel like that would be nice. There's a lot of information on the screen, but I feel like that could be something that is added in the future. Okay, now we have increased order limit and 2 extra stockers. So we have 4 Stevie Big Lips right here. Let's head on over to here, go to management, go to hiring, and we go over here. Here are the requirements for your stockers, which I already meet. Hire number 5, hire number 6, and I have 6 Stevie Big Lips. Hell yeah. And then we also have increased order limit. You can order up to 50 items now. So if I went over to market and go over here, I can just add a bunch of items, as you can see over here, and the max is now 50. Now, with that, I love this. We also have a scanner and a tablet. So my cam is actually covering it up right now, but you get objectives once you get that far to unlock it. So we got to go ahead and buy it from the market. So we can go under to market, go under tools, and here is our tablet for $150. And you have to have, I believe, 3 licenses to unlock the tablet. So let's go ahead and purchase that up. And like I said, a lot of this stuff is very useful and very good for you people that are just starting out, or if you want to start a fresh save, because it's very nice for the early save. Now we just hold tab and going down to here, and we have this little tool wheel. So I can see us getting like a broom and stuff in the future, which is going to be very nice. And then when you get this tablet out, you go over here and it gives you the same information your marketplace does on the scanner by telling you how much is in the box or how much is in your store all together, along with the pricing. And then if you want, you can click on it, add it to your cart, right click, take away from your cart. And then you can even shift click and add 5 of them to your cart. So with that, I'm actually going to order a bunch of stuff right now and show you the organized delivery area as well. Because if you head on over to here, we have a little loading area where things will get placed nice and neatly. And I just want to say, if you shift click, you'll do +5, or you can right click and it'll take away 5. So just make that maxed out. And on your tablet, it tells you what you have on your tablet, and then it tells you your balance remaining, how much it's going to cost to order those items. It's just so very useful. And you can press E to purchase said items. And then we head on over to here. And yeah, that tutorial was covering up my tablet a little bit, but everything should get placed nice and neatly. Stuff fell over a little bit because of different box sizes that I ordered and whatnot, but everything will get placed right over there on that side, that little loading bay area. And just real quick, if you want, you don't have to do it in your storage. You can also just walk around your store early game and just go ahead and do it through the tags over here as well on your shelves. Okay, and now something I was not very happy with, but I will learn to adapt. Self-checkouts were indeed nerfed, and customers need help now. Now, what does it mean when a customer needs help? They walk up and they completely forgot how to scan their items. So they would need their whole order scanned. So as you can see, this woman is waving saying, I need help. And you walk up to the machine and you just scan the items for them. And that is how the self-checkouts were nerfed. Wasn't a big fan of it. I kind of wish it was a toggle so I can toggle it on and off, because I saw self-checkouts as a very good reward for having almost 400 hours into my main save. But like I said, I will learn to adapt. It doesn't happen too often, and it does keep you on your toes. And they are actually slower now than the cashiers, at least from what I saw. I think just a little bit slower than actual cashiers. So one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to bring in these registers. And because of the self-checkout nerf, I'm going to be hiring back my cashiers. And like I said, I will adapt now along with the cashiers. Say if I just want to watch my store work one day, just do the ordering and watch my money grow and whatnot, I can just go ahead and close the self-checkout. So and it'll pop up in the top left-hand corner that the customers are needing help and whatnot. But over here, I'm going to put these as registers and hire back my cashiers. Somebody else needs help over here. And just under my cam, it does say buy the tablet from the market. That's only because I reloaded my save, so all those boxes weren't out front. So I still need to go ahead and buy the tablet again. But I'm going to go over here and head on over to the market. And once again, I'll just go ahead and buy that right now. But once again, if you go over to management and go over to hiring, here are your complete checkouts to unlock new cashiers. And like I said before, cashier checkouts and self-checkouts do now count towards this goal. So I'll just hire my Fred team back and we will be good to go. And here is how my store now looks with the cashiers right over here. We got 4 cashiers and I only got 3 self-checkouts. Someone else needs help. And as you can see, the loading bar will go slower because this person has a lot more items. And it's pretty much just matters on how many items they have on the belt for you to scan. And I will be ending the day just a little bit early because we also have skipping animation on the end day screen. So as soon as you click end day, you can click and have everything load in right away with all your statistics and whatnot. And we can just go ahead and start the next day. And just real quick over here, go over to the computer, go over to the pricing point, go by last change, and then you can organize it to see what was most recent like I just did. But that is your supermarket update for today. A lot of cool things. The only thing I wasn't sure about was self-checkouts, but like I said, I will just adapt. And when I don't feel like handling these self-checkout helpers, I would just go ahead and close them. It is no big deal, but a lot of cool things. I really enjoy the pricing app. The scanner and the tablet, increased order limit to stockers is just so nice to have. And I cannot wait to continue my new fresh save. Again, let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Would love to hear from you. And check out my Discord in the description, pinned comment, or up over here. Until next time, remember to change that world one smile at a time. You never know whose life you can save or change. And as always, I can't wait to see you in the next live stream and or video. Love you guys.